thrilling CBS drama series, Criminal Minds Beyond Borders, our guest today heads up the FBI's International Response Team, which solves crimes against Americans on foreign soil. In his latest case, he investigates the gruesome and mysterious murders of young women in Seoul, South Korea. Take a look.
Call Monty. We need to know how the unsub's finding his victims. Maybe we can find some common denominator that would explain where they crossed with each other or with him.
You got it.
The timeline of the killings has accelerated, but the disposal method remains the same, so ritual is important to him as well as this area. Jessica's body was dumped less than 2 blocks away from here.
Head over to the Seoul Sanitation Department, see if you can track Barbara's original dump site to this location. Maybe we can confirm this as the unsub's only dumping ground so we can get to work on a geoprofile.
Please welcome Gary Sinise.
Today is Throwback Thursday, and we just happen to have a photo of you as a teenager. So let's take a look.
Wow.
Such a great picture. What's going on?
Talk about regret.
Did you have a fanny pack?
The only thing that's missing is a fanny pack. Some really bad, stinky fruit.
I regret that that's not me. That's so cool.
That's high school. I was, I've been rocking out for a long time.
All right, yeah.
I mean, were you trying to be Jimi Hendrix? Was that your inspiration?
Let's see. That band, I'll tell you that the name of that band was Half Day Road. There was a street in my town that was called Half Day Road, and we named the band after the street. And I played guitar, but I was the lead singer in that band.
Right on, right on.
That was the end of my singing career. The singing was over after.
Shout out to the town. What town was that?
That was Highland Park, Illinois.
All right. Yeah.
Highland Park.
And that was taken at Highland Park High School when I was in high school.
Shout out to your
Fantastic. And Gary, one of your first TV roles was on one of my all-time favorite shows, Knots Landing. You have got to tell me, what was your part on Knots Landing?
You didn't have a picture of that, did you?
No. What was your part on Knots Landing?
I was a guy on the beach.
Guy on the beach?
Yeah, or a kid on the beach.
Okay.
I think I had a couple of lines. I was out here in, I have a theater company in Chicago, Steppenwolf, and I came out from Chicago. Thank you. Some old friends.
Laurie Metcalf.
And I came out from Chicago for just a little bit. My parents had moved out here, so I came out to stay with them a little bit and try my hand at Hollywood and all that. I didn't have any success until right at the end when I was going to go back to Chicago. I got this little part on Knots Landing. It was Kid on the Beach, and I think I was making out with a girl and misbehaving in some way.
And getting paid for it. Welcome to Hollywood.
Thank you.
Now, Gary, in your free time, you give tremendous support to our troops and veterans around the world with the nonprofit organization, the Gary Sinise Foundation. On Tuesday, you were honored with the Legacy of Hope Award for your commitment to the USO and our nation's service members. Earlier this month, you put together a special trip for World War II vets. Tell us about this trip.
Oh, yes. Well, we have a program at the Gary Sinise Foundation. One of our programs is called Soaring Valor. My uncle was in World War II. I had a couple of uncles in World War II. When he passed away at 90 years old, I have had this great relationship with the National World War II Museum in New Orleans. It's a fantastic museum, totally dedicated to the men and women who served in World War II. And I offered to do a program where we would fly World War II veterans, a courtesy of American Airlines, down to the National World War II Museum. And we take... yeah, there they are. So this is incredible. On this last trip, this is our most recent trip, and I wanted to add an educational component to it. So we teamed up 45 high school kids with 45 World War II veterans, and they traveled together with the World War II veterans to the museum. And there's all the kids.
And you do it every year. Right. You've been doing it yearly.
We do these trips 3 times a year. We have 2 more coming up. One is with high school students, and one is with World War II veterans.
Do you have room for one more World War II vet? Because
yes, we do.
My father-in-law is turning 96, June 5th, and he's a World War II veteran.
And where is he?
He's living in my house. He's living in my house.
Okay, Julie, I'll call you.
I'm calling you.
Amazing.
All right.
If he's never been there, it's fantastic.
Carmen Lubez, yeah.
I would love to have him on the trip. Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yes, that's cool.
That would be great. I would love to have him on the trip. Absolutely.
I want to make sure we get a chance to talk about Criminal Minds Beyond Borders.
What?
Criminal Minds, heard of it? Now, on next Wednesday's episode on Criminal Minds Beyond Borders, you guys take that big, beautiful jet of yours over to South Korea. Tell us what you guys are investigating.
Yeah, well, this particular episode is creepy, Criminal Minds, but very hopeful and uplifting at the same time. We have to investigate these murders, and there's some plastic surgery involved, and there's some goofy stuff going on. There's a little bit of personal story involving Daniel Henney, kind of retracing his steps. He's Korean, and so he has a connection to somebody in Korea that's very personal and kind of heartwarming at the end. So there's the murder aspect, but there's also the very personal story that I think is really wonderful.
We're in. Gary Sinise, thank you, Gary. Love having you on the show. Criminal Minds Beyond Borders airs Wednesday nights at 10 right here on CBS. To learn more about the Gary Sinise Foundation and how you can help, go to thetalk.com. We'll be right back.